Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about the new moon that happens October 6th. This is a very, very important new moon. You're going to see this is something you need to pay attention to. But before I move on, I want to remind everyone to sign up for my free newsletter where you will get all of my monthly predictions delivered directly to your email address. So go to galacticcenter.org and sign up for my email for your newsletter to be in your email box. So with that, let's talk about where we're headed. This month is critical. Yes, this month, the new moon is conjunct Mars. Exactly. Mars is the planet of action. It also deals with anger, hostility, rage, and it's very, very fiery. So something is due to come down on or around this day. But remember, when we talk about the new moon is a beginning, because that's when the sun and the moon in their cycle come together. It's like where the seed is planted. So maybe it's not the big explosive day that I think it could be, but there is definitely a seed planted. And by the time we come to the full moon, which is going to be October 20th, that's where we're going to see what this new beginning is going to result with. So this month is imperative for massive change and disruption. You will see that something unexpected is due to happen around October 6th through the 8th or the 9th. Sometimes it's right around that days, because you see these planets are still together. Mars and the sun are together. 19 degrees of Virgo. And Virgo deals all about health and healing. But let me take it a step down further to the stars, the nakshatras that are relative to this exact portion in the zodiac. Because this is relative, this new moon with Mars and even a retrograde Mercury are all happening in Virgo in the nakshatra called Hasta. Now, Hasta actually represents and means the hand. But because there are 5 stars in this constellation that depict this asterism, Hasta. And these 5 stars, what's within them is one of the fixed stars is called Al-Jarab. And this fixed star is actually the right portion of the crow, the right wing of the crow in Corvus. And in this constellation, let me tell you what it boils down to. And this nakshatra, I have to say that the hand means to grasp and to hold on to things. And this nakshatra means somebody's not letting go. So I think all of the turmoil and everything that's been going on globally throughout the world with governments, with leaders, with even in our daily lives, people will not let go from their beliefs of what they believe in and their sense of right and wrong and justice or injustice. They're holding on to it. They can't let it go. But let me tell you what this star has to deal with. It deals with great success, business success, but it usually has a fall from favor. So what has been brought into a great success will have a great fall. That's what this can mean in this particular nakshatra and the stars that are associated with this portion of the zodiac. So it is big. Now, at the same time that we have this new moon, I think it is vitally important that Uranus, being 19 degrees of Aries, sits in a 6-8 relationship from this new moon with Mars. That's incredible. That means something big is about to explode. Uranus deals with earthquakes, sudden happenings, accidents. I don't think it's going to be an accident, though, what comes down, because it's going to come down heavy. And I want everyone to mentally prepare and to know, even though it looks like there is this major issue with justice and injustice and all of the ugliness that's going on in the world, that this is teaching us a beautiful lesson to be learned. And that is, for one, to always trust that the truth will prevail, because it always does. Maybe it takes some time, but it will. But I gotta say, this is a crucial new moon. And the start of that new moon will be the start of everything that it is to come over the course of the next November, December, and January. This is the kickoff date, if I could say. And also, with this new moon, we have a retrograde Mercury. And Mercury is causing all sorts of inconveniences. You know, remember to back up your computer. Remember to be more cognizant of where you put things, because during this time, we become more absent-minded. We lose things. Everything gets delayed. There's major setbacks. Now, also, don't forget, on October 18th, though, Mercury will turn direct, and so will Jupiter and Saturn right before that. So all of the problems that we have been seeing of nobody seems to be taking responsibility, it will all start to happen in this month. But with Mercury going retrograde till the 18th of October in Virgo, a lot has to be digested. A lot needs to be reviewed and reassessed. Because what we've been doing in our world and even in our personal lives has not worked so far. So something about this is going to change and reverse things as we have those three planets, Mercury, Saturn, and Jupiter, turn direct towards the end of the month, starting on the 18th, and Saturn will turn direct on the 11th of October. But this means that all the things for the past 5 months of Jupiter and Saturn being retrograde are now finally being surfaced and resolved. But there's still this hanging on with Hasta. But let me remind you, Hasta being the hand also means a lot of creative things are going to come out. A lot of new books, a lot of new learning, and Mercury being in the sign of Virgo. Virgo is the sign that deals with great intelligence. Mercury in Virgo, Sun and Moon in Virgo. So many things are coming out and about to be invented. There's big changes technologically that are going to wake up the world. Let me assure you, this is what it's all about. With Uranus being in Aries, and it's also in the nakshatra called Bharani, which means major breakthroughs, radical shifts and changes. But you know, the aspect between Uranus and the Sun, Moon, Mars is actually, well, it's also called an inconjunct. And that means exactly, it's not easy. There's something that's like out of whack, and something's going to wake us all up and bring in the big change that is going to start our new world. But let me just say, Virgo, I always notice that whenever major planets, Mercury as well, go through the sign of Virgo, but Mars particularly, it could cause more flare-ups with health and healing. So in other words, will this virus ever go away? That's what people are thinking. Yes, it will. When these planets shift out of Virgo, you're going to see that everything to do with health, healing, the coronavirus, vaccines, medicines, all of that is about to change. But we've got to get these planets out of Virgo. which will happen towards the end of October. And when this does happen, there's going to be other different kinds of crises, and they are going to be more warlike. But during this period of time, we have to address what the Virgo energy is about. And what I think is going to come out of this could be, and I've been talking about this for a long time, a new way of healing. This is the focus. How we heal our body. Health and healing are of vital importance. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. And this is becoming more important. And everything to do with the field of health and healing. I mean, so many people are quitting their jobs. I know so many nurses because they are so backed up and overwhelmed with the work they have to do. And now that's being demanded that they get vaccinated. Well, some people are doing it, some people are not. But one way or another, this is having a heavy effect, not only on doctors and nurses, but every work organization in the world, because now certain companies are requiring that people take the vaccine. So everything is in discord over, first it was the virus, now it's a vaccine. But where I think this is going is a new form of healing. We have to look at this in a different light. And another thing is, people don't trust the government around the world. We've been told certain things and they don't deliver. So this has become an issue as well. And I think this is the bottom line, why or whether people believe in what they want to do with their own body. This is personal. But let me just say, this month, it's all going to surface. Everything about health, healing, work, whether people go back to work or not, is going to be the focus and the issue. Governments, in terms of holding on and not wanting to let go, but it has to. And it will. You'll see. But what is happening as well is people are waking up. But consequently, there may be an event that causes this wake up. That doesn't look too pretty. Like I said, the planets are going to very difficult and serious positions starting on the new moon, October 6th, and as it evolves through the solar eclipse in December. So with that, we have a lot to contemplate, think about. Let's focus in on ultimate healing and ways of healing for this world. So with that, I'd like to close. If you would like more information on me, or you would like to study Vedic astrology with me, go to both of my websites. My personal website is galacticcenter.org, and my university website, where you will come together with a stellar, incredible, intelligent group of astrologers, learn Vedic astrology, and empower and change your world. Go to my university website, which is University of Vedic Astrology.com. Thank you.